And welcome. You are listening to MFL Total Access. My name is William Power. This is Habib, also known as Jafar Hassan. Thank you, Jaf, for welcoming me to your home, beautiful place. This is not Terry Babelis or his place. This is Jaf's place.
Why though? Where's Terry?
Terry's in Florida, drinking pina coladas, working on his tan, even though he's already generally quite tanned. But yeah, so no Terry in the house today. We got Jaf, much better duo right here. Won't be yelled at. I won't be getting cut off.
Well, you never know.
That's true.
Never promised anything. So,
that is true.
So we'll see. Depends on what you're saying.
I'm sure you and Terry had some chats on the side, but we'll leave that to it. But yeah, you must find it weird that I'm wearing these. I was
gonna ask you a question, but you have shit on your eyes.
Yeah, so for those of you who can't see, Kazuma, I got a Dolphins logo right here, and I got the thing. I was wearing this for Halloween, right? We got Halloween in a few days, in 4 days from now. So like I'm a Dolphins, Dylan Panthers guy.
You're dressed as a loser.
Yeah, as a 1-6 player right now. I'm just a guy 1-6.
Careful, if you keep them, you may get injured for nothing, like for breathing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's made of glass.
Yeah.
So I tried to convince Jaf to wear something. He wouldn't have it. He's wearing his favorite Cowboys things for Halloween. It's always a trick when you're wearing a Cowboys things because that's a pretty good one, not gonna lie. Alright folks, let's not beat around the bush any longer. We got some games to recap and we got some stuff to do.
Yep.
So let's jump right into it. Division 1 honor game, getting their first win of the season, 42-41 over the Bitter Boys.
It was going to happen eventually. Honor game are too good of a team to finish with no wins.
100%.
So I'm not really surprised. What's your take on that game?
I actually picked Bitter Boys in this game,
okay.
And I've been doing progressively worse in my picks. Just seems to happen, but I thought it was going to be a close game, and I wasn't disappointed. But to see like 42-41, like a combined 83 points, is something special.
Yeah, and that's we have to give a big shout out to both quarterbacks. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception each. Dave threw 35 for 47, 277 yards, almost 300 yards. In flag football on the field that is only 45 yards is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And GS also threw over 200 yards. So they both played amazing.
Yeah.
It was an intense game.
Yeah. I
was reffing at that time, another game across from that field. I was hearing them yell, flags flying by, Owie and Simon having the time of their life, I think, riffing that game. So it was what everybody expected, I think.
As far as I'm concerned, whoever refs either Bitter Boys or Honor game now should get 1.5 times pay. But for reffing a game...
I think it's double or triple.
No, but for reffing a game with both teams playing, then you got to at least double it there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. No, with that I agree. And
yeah.
Every flag you throw for unsportsmanlike conduct, it's an extra $10.
Yeah, that's true. They'd be multi-millionaires, basically, what you're saying. But it was so funny. I had a game with Henchman at the time, and it was during a break, and Andrew was like a little kid. He was on the side, like, he was, guys, look, they're fighting. And then everybody turns over from Centurions and the Henchman game, and we're all looking, always breaking the guys up. But look, at the end of the day, they seemed to make amends. Both teams did. It wasn't anything too bad. I think maybe only 1 or 2 players got thrown out, which is surprising.
No players got thrown out.
Really?
From what I heard, at least, what I heard though was 10 different players had unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
So whenever they got one, they got pretty quiet afterwards.
Yeah.
But another guy just picked up where they left off, and it was they just tagged in, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm done. I got my flag. Dylan, it's your turn now. Dylan got his flag. Dave, you're in, my guy. So that's exactly what happened. Same thing for Bitter Boys, too. I know I just mentioned Elmer Games guy, but it's same thing for Bitter Boys.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a great way to say it. But talking about the football aspect of things now in the game itself, Guillaume Robert, 7 catches, 134 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Okay, let's time out for a bit.
I need this guy's autograph.
Okay,
his autograph.
We have to talk about Guillaume Robert. I've been hearing a lot about Smuda because Smuda is on a crazy pace right now with 17 touchdowns.
Right.
We're not hearing enough about Guillaume Robert.
Facts.
Guillaume Robert only has 1 less touchdown than Smuda, and it's nothing to take away from Smuda. Smuda's a beast, and we know who Smuda is. He's been in the league for a long time. Guillaume Aubert has one less game played, and one less touchdown, 2 more 1-point convert, and one less 2-point convert. But I mean, his numbers are amazing, and the guy is on a team that is not winning, so maybe that's the reason why we're not talking about him enough. But he's a certified stud, one of the best in the league. And I think we have to mention him more than what we have to talk about him more than what we are right now.
Yeah, 1,000%. And to add on to what you said, it's simply because Bitter Boys have only won one game, right? Other than that, if he was on a team that was in the playoff spot or not, then definitely be talking about him more. Excuse me. But in 6 games, 16 touchdowns, like I said, 3 1-point conversions, 505 yards, averaging 15 yards a catch.
That's crazy.
We were talking off air, Jeff, and it was like every time I see these guys play and I check the stats, he has at least 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. And I watched the end of that game, and it's not like Jess is forcing him the ball or anything.
No.
Just whenever Guillaume has a chance or like is targeted, he catches the ball.
The guy is just open. He's getting open.
Yeah, and I actually have a video here that I don't know how to show. I'm sorry, of him making a nice catch in the back of the end zone. I guess if he wants to see it, he could ask me about it later on.
If he wants to make films and send them to the NFL. I think Miami could use a receiver right now.
I think Miami could use more than a receiver, but we'll talk about that a little later. But yes, also, he balled out, but also on the honor game sort of things, we talked about Laurent and what a good snapper he is, having 16 catches on this game. I watched 5 offensive plays for honor game. One of them was a run by Dave, the other 4 were catches by Laurent.
That's unbelievable. We're going to talk about it. We played Division 3 with Thunder Buddies. I caught 17 passes in that game.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. Laurent catching 16 passes in Division 1. I mean, I'm not even going to mention my thing now.
Well, you kind of did.
Well, I did, but to say that Laurent just eclipsed me and made me look like a fool, basically. Like, my thing is nothing.
That's very humble of you.
He did in Division 1. Yeah, well, game recognized game.
Yep,
he's a snapper. I got to give love to my snappers.
Facts.
So 16 catches, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. And we also have Dylan, who caught 10 passes for 2 touchdowns. Devin, who caught 4 passes for 31 yards, 2 touchdowns. So basically, the Daoud brothers just ordered a double-double.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good for your second time on the show. Second.
First time in English. So.
Yeah, to that. I forgot, it is your first time in English. So maybe we could do one in Arab. But Dylan also, like I said, he balled out, and he was hyped after the game. He was hyped. He was. I got 2 TDs on your expletive, something we're not going to say on the show. But that was a fun game, and I wish every game could be like this, minus a little bit of the aggressiveness. But it is what it is. Honor game getting their first win. Good stuff, boys. I'm happy for the boys because they definitely deserved it. Next up, we'll talk about Henchmen Holy Trollers. Holy Trollers winning this game 45-30.
Another guy that balled out in that game, Phil Farran. Did you?
I try not to talk about him, to be honest.
At one point, I turned around. Farran was all alone in the end zone. He caught a touchdown pass with no one around him. I think the closest guys to him were 15 yards away.
Oh, that's Hencmen's defense for you.
I mean, 12 catches, 173 yards, 4 touchdowns, and you left that guy alone. I think for his 4th touchdown.
Yeah, and he could have had 5. He actually had he got a TD and he did the Tyreek Hill peace sign at like the 5-yard line.
Well, I mean, when you get 3 touchdowns, like you can do that.
Yeah, it's true. They had a big enough lead, so I was like, yes, okay. And he's not a cocky guy, so he balled out, and like you said, game recognizes game, and he also obviously has a ton of game. And yeah, Holy Trollers are winning again. They're at a good spot now, beating us by 15 in that game. Rossi also, like you look at both quarterbacks in this one. Jason Rossi had a good game, going 28 of 41, over 280 yards, 5 touchdowns to 1 pick. Max had the 1 pick, but he had 7 touchdowns, 31 completions, and 339 yards.
And the crazy thing about it is he completed 31 passes on 36 attempts, so only 5 passes weren't completed. I mean, Rossi's numbers are pretty amazing, and the only way you can lose that game is with numbers against a quarterback like Max, who pulled up numbers that are basically unbelievable.
We stopped them once, and luckily for us, we were able to win earlier on in the day. against Saint-Aignan, who didn't have their quarterback. Had a backup quarterback playing, Claude, who's still a good quarterback. I won't get into that game too much, but Henchman going 1-1. Time to talk about your team now. The Outlaws having what seems to be a pretty easy time against LeGocoq, winning this game 56-19. This game was played at the soccer-ish. That reminds me. We won't be at La Barre this week.
Good call.
Yeah, thanks. I'm surprised I remember that. We will not be at La Barre. Where will we be? St. Bernadette?
Yeah, Rosemont.
Okay.
Rosemont, yeah.
Yes. So
John sent an email to all the captains, and also he made a post on Facebook. So if you guys are not sure, just go see the Facebook page and also talk to your captains. They should have the information.
That reminds me, Henchman, I'm telling you guys now as a captain, games are not in La Barre because I completely forgot to text you guys. Games are not in La Barre, so if I forget to text you after the show, your warning was here. But yes, make sure you guys check that out. Games will not be in La Barre because we're tired of playing in mud. But yes, moving on. Moving on
to Outlaws Gocoq, 56-19. It wasn't really Outlaws against Gocoq. Gocoq had 2 players basically. They had 3 players. They had Prou, Maurice, and Lefort.
Yeah.
And they had 2 subs. Vince was in there. Etienne was in there.
Brest hasn't been there all season.
They're also missing Chuck was in there. So yeah, it was basically a walk in the park. Marvin was pretty happy about that. He stacked up the stats. So 5 receptions, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also got a bunch of picks. I think he got only 1 pick, Marvin. I'm surprised about that. But
that was definitely a pick that was going to someone else. He jumped in front of the way.
No, that's not what happened. He's my teammate. I have to back him up. But the big guy who balled out, and we're not surprised about it, is Smuda. So 96 yards, 4 touchdowns. Also got a pick 6. And yeah, wasn't really a game. Lafont was trying to do whatever he could with the player he had, but basically a one-sided game.
Yeah, going from Outlaws D1 to Outlaws D2. What the heck happened to Steve specifically? We got to point it out. And Outlaws, well, before you answer the question, I had the famous game, Henchman against Willie Trollers at the time. Terry comes running from his game. Willie, you won't believe it. I thought like he met CeeDee Lamb or like Dan Marino was there. And he was like, Dad started off the game 0 for 9. I was like, what are you talking about, Terry? He's like, check your phone. I sent it to you because I know you wouldn't believe it. Tell us what happened. The Outlaws only scoring 6 points. And Stephen Harper started going 8 of 31. Terry said a lot of it were drop balls by his receivers, but you played in the game.
Listen, you don't get it. You don't get it. The game was at 11, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or at 12. All the players from Outlaws, they woke up at 7 in the morning. They went to watch a movie at 9. They all got a bunch of popcorn. They put their hands in there. They ate popcorn with a bunch of butter. They were having a good time, having fun. And straight from the movies, they came to the field and they dropped everything. Willie, everything. Like, I could throw you a beach ball right now. If you're an Outlaws player on that day, you're dropping that ball. That was crazy. And the crazy thing about that is Steve kept his calm. He didn't snap.
You know what it was? He got home and he ripped the crap out of his kids.
That's not what happened.
No, I'm kidding.
What happened is his game after, he got a Division 1 game after, and he threw for 7 touchdowns. So he had a good game after, but OG Panther against Outlaws wasn't great for him.
And Outlaws also won against Joey's Haters later on in the day too. D2.
So he had 1 bad game at the beginning of the day, and then he got 2 wins. So his kids were fine.
His kids are But movie popcorn, that reminds me, nothing beats movie popcorn. Number 1, I love movie popcorn with butter.
What are you saying? Are you saying that exactly?
Oh yes, Halloween. We got to talk about Halloween's coming up. We got to want to talk about trick or treats on the show. When you were a kid and you go trick or treating, what was your favorite candy to get?
Are we really talking about that?
Yeah, bro. We gotta make it personal. You can write in the comments too if you guys are listening. For me personally, I love candy. So much so I have to get a root canal done here, and I think I have to get a second one done here. But I love jujubes.
I'm a chocolate guy.
Yeah, no, see, I'm not.
I'm a chocolate guy.
I don't get...
Like, if you guys want me to ref... if I'm refereeing your game and you want me to make calls for you guys, just bring me chocolate. We're good.
You take chocolate over candy?
I'll take chocolate over candies every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
That's a sin. Definitely candy's number 1. But, Jeff, speaking about the game we're talking about, that all those receivers drop balls, like, this team is a team, like... has a good team, but they have good receivers, right? We got Dave Guskowski, our buddy. We got Julian Prue, Kevin Cousset, Rob White. Josh wasn't at the game. Okay, was it the rain? Was it the rain?
It It wasn't raining. It was last Saturday.
Oh my gosh!
This Saturday wasn't raining.
You're right. It wasn't raining.
Rain. I'm telling you, they all went to the movies. They ate popcorn. That's what happened.
I don't really
Dave dropped balls. Prue dropped balls. Kevin dropped. Well, Kevin. It happens every week. But Kevin dropped balls. Steve went 8 for 31.
Yeah, that's that. I can't believe
82 yards.
That's nuts.
He does that on
Dave gets 82 yards by himself as a receiver.
He got 8 for 31, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I mean, our defense was pretty solid. Like, I have to back up my guys. Jeff Dawes called some great defensive scheme, but they were dropping balls. They started 0-8. Like, they started 0-8.
0 for 9.
0 for 9.
Not completing a pass.
Okay, they completed 1 pass in those first 9. I think it was Julien. Not Julien Prou, the other Julien. There's another Julien, no?
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
Let me see.
Yes.
Let me make sure. They're rusher.
Yeah. He's a newish guy. He won the championship last year with them. Good player,
Clouet.
underrated. Yes.
Julien Clouet. Catches the ball. First completion in 9 attempts. Catches the ball. 1 feet, 2nd feet. Both of them on the line.
Oh, like out of bounds.
Out of bounds. So that's what happened in the first 9 passes attempted by Steven Arpersad.
When it rains, it pours. That's what they say, and unfortunately, it was pouring for them that day. But they ended up winning games, so that's okay. Moving on to our next game, a game that was much closer. We got KOLB against Joey's Haters. KOLB winning this game 41-39. Plourde going 20 of 28, 225 yards, 6 touchdowns, and a pick. Similar stats to Max, also with 6 touchdowns and an interception, 230 yards. Kiriano Johnson, who I interviewed the other day, and I didn't have his interview, got Player of the Week. 7 catches, 86 yards, 2 TDs. Jeremy Rooney balling out for Joey's Haters, 9 catches, 3 touchdowns there. But a super high-scoring game, and we talk about 2 good offenses in Division 2. These could be the 2 best offenses in all of Division 2.
I agree with that. They have a strong offense. Their defense is not as great, so hence the high-scoring game. It was pretty close at halftime, 26-25 for Haters. They just they let their lead slip away in the second half. And Plourde is, I believe, one of the most underrated quarterbacks in Division 2. Yeah. He played his first game in Division 1 with Henchman. I would have loved to see that. I think he could be a Division 1 player, Division 1 quarterback. Mm-hmm. He just needs more reps, I think, in Division 1 because there's like a big step between Division 1 and Division 2. But he's dominating Division 2, and I feel like he's not getting enough of love. After Steve, I feel like he's a second best quarterback in that division. Yeah,
that's cool. I say it's between him and Max. I'd give it to Max just because of his experience, and then I would say Plourde there. But we talked about it after. We're saying like because he played against us henchmen. Didn't have a great game statistically, but he was throwing to guys he's never thrown before, and D1's also a whole new ball game. But I'm telling you, this man can ball out in D1.
Yeah, chemistry is everything. So,
yeah, exactly.
I feel like if he has receivers around him that he's used to play with, he could make some damages in Division 1. We saw Centurion make the jump from Division 2 to Division 1. I think KOLB can be the next team to do that.
You never know. Agreed. Speaking of KOLB, we got an interview here with Jeremy. I have no clue how this is going to work. This is our first ever interview ever, so stay patient, folks.
Really good game. Close one, and we won because almost no turnover on the part. So
you want to start back?
Yeah. Okay. Wait. How does this work?
It's your new phone. You don't know how it works.
Oh, shoot, bro. Okay, here we go. Sorry, folks.
All right, so we're here with the star player of KOLB, coming off a good performance, winning 41-39 against the Joey's Haters. What are your thoughts on the game?
A really good game, close one, and we won because there were almost no turnover on the part. So this is what we improved last week. So definitely a good thing.
Yeah, offensively, you guys seem to be rolling on all cylinders. Is it realistic to expect you guys to keep putting up these many points?
Of course, yes. So what we're trying to do is no more turnovers on people. So with that, I think we're unbeatable.
Awesome. Thank you, Rim.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Jeremy. He was, I know his first language is French, and they're saying who's gonna do the interview. He volunteered and did a great job in the interview, and also did a heck of a job in the game. So respect to you for that. The first ever interview, I think, ever on MFL Total Access.
And Terry wasn't there.
And Terry was not there. You snooze, you lose. But more importantly, besides a great interview, this guy's a great player, and they have a great team.
He is the best receiver on that team. I feel like he has a great connection connection with Jonathan. He goes to him whenever it's a big down, whenever he needs a touchdown. He got 10 touchdowns in 5 games, I believe. In that game against Joey's Hitters, he caught 5 balls for 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. So if you're playing KOLB, he's the guy to watch on defense for sure.
100%.
On offense.
And I think but it's funny you say that. Even defensively, he's good. I'm not sure if he calls the defense. I know he's a smart defensive mind, but KOLB, just a bunch of athletes on that team, and I think that really like I said before, the sky's the limit with them. One last game we'll be talking about in Division 2 was actually a game I played in, was Iron Wolves and Iron Wolves and Vultures.
Yep.
We won the game 19-18 in overtime. A bit of a low-scoring game. Game went into OT 18-18. We got the 1-point convert. We were able to stop them. Long story short, it was kind of early on in the season last year was similar to games that Iron Wolves were winning. The year we won the championship, it was kind of low-ish scoring games, defense playing well. But Vultures have great defense. They have great defense. They have guys that fly to the football. In this game we were able to somewhat limit Ben running. Obviously, you can't limit him completely.
What do you think he ran for?
41 yards?
Nope. He ran 8 times for 66 yards. That's
like,
limiting Ben to
and that is limiting him. Considering how good he is, well,
I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
if he doesn't hit 70 yards, you're good.
8.25 yards per carry there. That was a good game. That was, like I said, it was a lowish scoring game.
That's actually crazy when you think about it. Huh?
I know. It almost doesn't make sense. And it was like, there was times where like it was funny. The play where I went to tackle him and I completely missed, and John's like, Willie, next time you go to tackle him, just don't go in so fast. He's getting about running. I'm like, yeah, I know, John, my bad.
Thank you, John, for the great input on defense.
Yeah, but he's got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But Vultures now looking somewhat dangerous with the quarterback switch. They looks like they're going to have to run the table in order for them to make the playoffs, so we'll have to see what happens for them. Big win for us. We were able to clinch a playoff spot, and we're now sitting at first in the division. So really excited about that for Iron Wolves in Division 2. Still a lot to play for. If you look at the standings now, we go to playoffs.
Vultures can still make it.
They can. They're 2-5. They're a game behind OG Panthers. I don't think they play against each other.
Yes, we were playing against them at the end of the season.
Oh wow!
If that game can be deciding who's getting into the playoff and who's not. So Vultures with the switch, putting Ben back at quarterback, I feel like it was a good move on their part. They just ran into an Iron Wolf game that are hitting on all cylinders. I mean, you have James, you have Mauricio, who've been playing with John for like almost 55 years.
Yeah.
Then there's you, and you add Iggy, who's a new player on your squad.
Yeah.
Who caught 7 passes for 52 yards and a touchdown. He's been unbelievably good. He's so underrated.
Yeah, he is.
And Vulture, who have a tough schedule ahead. I think they're playing against Red Zone 2. Just let me they're playing Red Zone, Joey's Header, and then OG Panthers. It won't be easy, but with Ben, you never know.
You never know. They're going to have to win at least 2 of those games.
Yep.
They're more than capable of doing so. But I think that's going to be exciting, Jeff. Like you said, it's going to come down to that game. Saturday, November 6th at 3:30. You guys against Vultures. Could very well come down to that one. Terry rushing against Ben. That'll be something to watch.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit on defense sometimes just to watch it. I'd like to have a better seat. I will bring popcorns. I think I'm gonna contact the guys from Outlaws to see if they still have.
That is a great idea. Moving after Division 2 comes Division
3.
That's it. Division 3. Only some of you guys will get the inside joke. I want to jump to a game that I ref in Division 3. Chiefs and Jagerbomb. Your boys from Jagerbomb, a few of them play on OG Panthers. They did their best to blow this game. They tried to pull in the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl.
Wait, are we doing that game?
Well, since I
guess
brought it
we
up,
are.
we're going to be doing it. Like I talked about, Jagerbomb was up 24-6 at half in this one. This game was late. This was the last lot of games. 24-6 Jagerbomb. They had it easy. They were resting easy. They got the ball to start the second half, and they were able to win this game by 7 points. Chiefs outscoring them 24-13 in the second half. We talk about tale of two halves. You hear that like in the movies sometimes in sports, but that's really what it was. It was honestly like that. And Simon Duchesne, your buddy from OG Panthers, he had
Shang.
well, and he's actually Duchesne, but he had
It's actually Shang,
Yeah.
but whatever. Keep going.
you pulled up Terry, bro. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, he was throwing good balls, and unfortunately,
I just have a quick question, Willie. I don't want to do it Terry again. Why are you not centered? I mean,
because we're doing it together. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I know, but
I can't even hear you, bro. Like, I need like a microphone to hear you.
Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
it's okay. So yeah, basically what happened. Okay. He had a really good game.
28 for 46, over 200 yards, 5
But-
touchdowns. But
Statistically, it didn't look great. I'm saying is he threw a lot of catchable balls that were dropped by his receivers. I'm saying he could have had an even better game. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
He had like Jean-Philippe Salos having 9 catches, Moreau Paquette 8 catches in this game. Your buddy Loic also with 8 catches.
Wow.
I thought this game was done. The game at halftime, the game was done. I wouldn't say I wasn't looking forward to reffing the second half. I always look forward to reffing Chiefs. They completely turned it on. Their defense set it up. Avery was making the right reads. Ryan McSweeney had a crazy catch in the game that I had to double take and then ruled him inbounds. Jeremy Rooney did Jeremy Rooney-like things. It was a really fun game to ref.
Chiefs have way too much talent to be done after a bad half.
Yeah.
They can always come back. They have a good chemistry.
That's
I
a good
feel.
point. Yeah.
And they never give up. They actually never give up. I never seen them give up on a play. I never see them stop playing after a big lead or after being down big. So props to them. Couldn't put it off. But games like this carry on into the playoffs, and then you can do nice stuff after.
100%. They're probably going to have to, need to win the next few games and need help to squeeze into the playoffs, although you never know. Next game we talk about D3. Defense D3 Player of the Week is sitting to my right. I know, I can't believe it. I had to double check myself. The man had 17 catches.
Yeah, we talked about that already. I don't want to mention it.
Yeah, okay, fair. We got to talk about that game, though. Thunder Buddies winning, was it 18-12 or 19-12? And it was a little too a little. 19-13, neither. 19-13. It was surprising. I feel like we played a fairly good game offensively, especially with you putting up those numbers. We scored 19 points. Flamingo's defense, man, that defense they fly to the ball. Do Flamingos fly?
It's a good question. I think they do.
I'd say they don't. We'll check after.
We'll check right now.
Good call. While I'm stalling for you, yes, the Flamingos defense flies to the ball. It was honestly, they were playing.
Yes, they fly. I'm right once again.
You said yes?
I said yes. You said no.
Is that's not a reliable site? No, it's SeaWorld. That's not a reliable site. I'll look at Wikipedia after.
SeaWorld.
But they
They're
were playing
actually
man defense in the red zone, and they were sticking to us like glue. Like honestly, it was they were their man-to-man defense was something impressive. The red zone defense was impressive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, only able to score 2 touchdowns in the game, but that was another close game. And while you look at it, saying it may have been a sloppy-ish game because of low scoring, I don't think it was. I think it was good defense by both teams.
Yeah, and Terry did what Terry does best. He threw a big amount of clock in the second half. He got the ball with 10 minutes left. He gave it back with 2 minutes left. So that's Terry being Terry. He learned from the best being me. I'm kidding, being Steve. Basically having my second game with Terry playing quarterback. I've been knowing Terry for a long time. We have a great chemistry, and you were right. Flamingos are playing a great man-to-man defense.
Mm-hmm.
Terry was going through all his reads, and at the last second,
Or girl-to-man defense because they have a girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Good call. And the last second, I was able to just move away from my defender and catch a ball for 4 yards on average. So I caught 17 catches for 73 yards. Not a lot of yards, but that's Flamingos. They tackle good, they tackle quick, and they don't let you get some yak. So Terry had a pretty good game, 3 for 43, 157 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, you got it. Crazy. You consider 30 completions. You're gonna think, okay, the man must have at least 250 passing yards.
No,
157.
That's terrible.
You can say it's terrible. I think it's also a combination of Terry and the Flamingos defense.
He only ran twice for 4 yards, so he actually played like Stephen Harper stuff.
Yeah. I didn't even see rushes for 5, bro.
You're right about that. But yeah, and Thunder Buddies who are fighting for a playoff spot right now.
That was a big win for us. We needed that win. Unfortunately, the Flamingos needed it as well. They weren't able to capitalize. I still think they're mathematically alive, if I'm not mistaken. They could squeeze into the playoffs. They still have 4 games left. That's true. They're 1-5, so they could make it. Rooting for you guys to make it. We have one more game in D3 to talk about that you refed, and I completely forget which one it was.
Blackout Pittsburgh. So it was a blowout, and Blackout are doing what they've been doing for the whole season, so just destroying teams. And Pittsburgh did what they've been doing for the whole season, so getting destroyed. That was mean, but it's factual.
No, they're good people. We know those people.
Yeah.
Who was starting quarterback for them?
Yeah, because you see a bunch of stats. It was Queasy. Queasy started the game, threw a good game. But he had a hard time. I have to give a shout out to Vince. I love Vince as a person. I love Vince as a player. I feel like he's one of the most underrated player on defense.
Yeah.
He's a great halfback. He's a great linebacker, whatever you want to call it. Short defense. He's a big body.
He jumps routes.
He jumps routes.
Smart
He gets
defensive mind.
interceptions in Division 1, Division 2, whatever division he's playing in. And I've seen him rush for the first time. He gave Quasi a hard time. Like for real,
he rushed?
for real. He's a good rusher.
Oh, damn.
Like, he's a good rusher. I didn't know Vince had it in him.
I thought he'd be slow. Like, I see him as being a slow guy.
He's a good rusher. He dives. He dives for flags. He never gives up. He's a big body, too, so hands up in front of Quasi. It was tough to throw over him. Got to give a shout-out to Petit Fuck on that. But, yeah, Blackout having fun in the second half. They switched quarterbacks. Got to give a shout-out to my guy, Shaquille, because he's a Cowboys fan. He's playing with a bunch of Eagles fans, so poor guy. If you need a spot on the team in Division 2, Division 3,
wait, that's crazy.
hit me up.
Eagles fans. Wait, he's a Cowboys fan playing with Eagles fans. Also, Ryan Darbs-Garnett is a Washington fan. So that's 3 in the same division. Is there a Giants fan on that team?
I mean, who's a Giants fan?
Yeah.
Today. I mean, no one's a Giants fan. But no, Jeremy is
our bad Dave Dow.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Yeah, Dave's a Giants fan.
Oh, so is, I think, Chris on Flamingos. Wait, I always wear the Giants hat.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I mean, I'd rather be a Giants fan than a Dolphins fan right now. Like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah. But I mean, potato. You'd rather be 1-6 or.
Okay, what were you saying?
Okay, so Jeremy was an Eagles fan. He also threw 5 for 9, 49 yards, a touchdown. Then Shaquille came in, crazy pass to Dubs, bucket. Nah, I'm kidding. It got tipped and Dubs just caught it. It was really lucky. But my guy Shaq, I love you, bro. Cowboys for life. So yeah, Blackout having fun in the second half, and Petit Fuck having fun in the second half too. At the end of the game, Petit Fuck were driving the field, and Blackout were taking timeouts for them to have enough time for them to score.
Seriously,
I swear to God,
that's sick. That's MFL, baby. That's MFL.
It was the nicest game I refed in my life. Owie was on the other side of the field. He agreed with me. And also, I have to mention that. Do I mention it? I won't mention names. I will just say that I saw love happen in front of me. Like a guy from Blackout fell in love with a girl on Pittsburgh. Like for real. She was feisty. He liked it. I won't mention name, but she was batting down balls. She was deflagging him. She was playing pretty rough, and it was love at first sight.
We got bromances with you and Shaq, and romances happening right here at MFL Total Access.
Yeah.
Who needs Tinder? Who needs Tinder? Who needs Bumble? Just tune in to MFL Total Access.
Yeah.
Come to MFL games is all you really need. The thing about Pretty Fuck, like you were saying, is I say even when they lose, they've only lost this season, but they always.
That's 2 calls that we've been saying that are pretty.
I'm sorry, you guys are great. We love you guys.
We love you. A lot.
But they have fun. Mm. They have fun, and
it's a great team to play against.
Yeah.
First of all, because you win all the time, and second of all, because they're nice people.
You need to win. You know who to play. No, that's okay. But that's the weird thing is they actually have a great team. Like you look at the team,
I actually don't get it.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
You could have Nana G throw for them, and they would still win. Like
who?
My grandmother's Nana G.
Okay.
Terry knows that.
Okay.
You're not Terry. Anyways, enough of this D3.
No, but wait. I needed to mention something.
Yeah, okay, go.
So in the second half, Blackout went with a bunch of different quarterbacks. Pittsburgh did the same thing. Charlie went in to quarterback. She threw a touchdown pass. She only completed 1 pass on 4 attempts, but her balls are great. She actually throw a nice ball, like a nicest ball at Terry's. I'm not kidding. And I feel like...
I mean, that's like saying you're taller than a toddler. Everyone's taller than a toddler.
Sorry about that. Like she throws a nicest ball than me. Like for real. Like
still not saying much, bro. Okay, she throws a nice ball. What you're trying to say?
Yeah, she throws a nice ball, and I mean, it's fuck. At this point, you have nothing to lose. I would put Charlie as a starting quarterback.
You were saying that after the game. You were saying,
I'm serious.
You were saying after the game that if Pretty Fuck want to win a game, they should put our starting quarterback.
I'm actually serious.
I'd like to see that.
Like, you guys should do it.
Hey, like nothing to lose at this point, right?
Yeah, for real. Charlie, you're in. Next game, starting quarterback. Get your police ready.
Coach Joff says you're in. You must be in. We're done with D.
With D?
D.
Division 3.
Yes, moving on to Division 4 now. This is a game that you refs, I believe, Airborne Mimosa Crew. Shout out to Guillaume, who also in a game I ref, which we'll talk about, he didn't have great stats, but he was throwing very catchable balls. In this game, he had 6 touchdowns, no picks. It's rare to see a team put up 37 points in Division 4. Having a quarterback throwing 6 touchdowns, he is your Division 4 Player of the Week.
Yep, and it's rare, but there's a reason behind it. They played 5 against 5. It was a game at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
It was freezing cold.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same. Freezing cold?
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, I didn't want to ref at that point, and like Airborne and Mimosa players didn't want to play at that point, so they didn't show up. They were 5 against 5. So the field was pretty open, but nonetheless, Guillaume actually played a great game. And he runs a Steve, John, Terry type of offense. He chews the clock. He throws some short passes, but he has a great deep ball. And Greg balled out. 5 receptions, 97 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Who says he's only a rusher?
No, I never heard. No one says.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We got you.
Okay, and David, who is Guillaume's brother, I believe, they have the same last name. So
Yeah, chances are.
Chances are they are
Maynard,
brothers.
like the candy. I love Maynards as well.
So it's been twice now that we're talking about candies. It's really Halloween week.
It is.
So so they have that brother connection. 7 catches for 59 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sorry about that. And Curran, who is new at the quarterback position, I believe. It's his 2nd or 3rd season, if I'm not mistaken. He's getting better. You can tell he's more comfortable in his pocket. He's not getting bothered so much by the rusher. But still, he needs to go through his read a little better. But he's getting there. And GF was subbing for them. GF Laurence, who got a 70 yard for a touchdown. He caught a ball. I think he ran it for over 30 yards. So
our buddy from Invaders.
Yeah, your buddy from Brossard. So some nice plays in the game, but it was way too cold.
But, yes, I agree with you that it was cold. It was cold when I got there for 9:30. But 8 o'clock games, even if it's sunny and you're getting a free tan, the 8 o'clock games should be extinct.
Yeah,
there's no. I mean,
that's why that's only because you wake up at like 3 in the afternoon,
which is what normal people do on a Saturday if you're not playing football. But
and
sacrifices need to be made.
If you're 16 years old.
Yeah, I'm actually 24 there. But just saying. All right, something else I was gonna say, but I actually completely forget. You said this, Rob White. Subbed in this game, getting 5 catches. But you talked about quarterbacks need to do it reads. That's what D4 is about, really. Like, It's about looking to your progression, developing as a quarterback, developing as a player. Obviously, there's some ballers in this division, but D4 is kind of that.
Some ballers to help new players to get used to flag football. And I feel like every team on Division 4 needs a baller so he can teach the game to his teammates. So yeah, but you're 100% right. I agree with you.
Thank you. That's nice of you. Terry doesn't usually agree with that. Next game we're doing is Phoenix against Airborne. We have an interview with none other than little Nick Rousset. Give me a second. I have to set it up.
No, but do we really want to play that?
No, but we kind of have to. I promise.
Okay.
He skipped school today. Just listen. He probably did. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh no, this is the other interview. Okay, we're ready. Here we go, folks.
You're live with Mimi Kuse, coming off a big win against Airborne. So, what are your thoughts on the game, Nick?
I'm the best player in Team 4. You know what they call me from now on? Mini Marvin. Because of all those stats I put up.
Yeah, but no one, very, very humble man we got here. And what are you going to say about your dad playing a pretty good game, putting up 22 points? I know you're a big fan of his.
What do you mean he was pretty good? He threw 2 picks and they're awful. And I'm being nice. I'm pretty sure it was 3.
All right, that's good with Nick. This will be the first and last time we interview you. Thank you very much.
Yes, Nick, that'll be the first and last time we
So
interview
the
you.
only thing in that interview that was right is it's the only time that you're gonna interview me.
Definitely didn't get much information on the game after interviewing Nick there, but thank you for the interview nonetheless.
Did he say he was the best player in Division 4?
He did, but he balled out in that game. I actually have to look at the stats in that game, but a big win for Phoenix. Phoenix is sitting at 5-2, pretty impressive for them.
There's 20 receivers ahead of Nick in Division 4 for more yards, receptions, touchdowns, probably games played. So, no, Nick, you're not the best player in Division 4.
What you're saying is he's top 20.
No, there's more than 20 players above him.
But now he's like, what, 12 or 13? That's not bad for a young kid like that. He also had 94 yards in the game.
Wait, time out. What do you mean he's 12 or 13? Yeah, you mean years old?
No, I mean months old. Of course I mean years old.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. He had 8 catches, 94 yards. I believe that's a career
That's
high.
that's all his stats from the season.
Yeah.
That's actually half his stats for the season. I'm not kidding.
Nick, you balled out. Good stuff, buddy.
He got 184 yards for the season. He got 94 in that game. That's half the stats.
That's mental math. Bro, that's more than half in that one game.
That's more than half. He got 2 touchdowns. Did he catch a touchdown in that game?
He got a touchdown in the game. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so half his touchdown in the season.
Maybe it's a sign of things to come. You never know.
Yeah, maybe next game he's going to get same stats.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're going, you're gone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Is that a saying?
No. It's okay.
That would be a great saying.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, Kevin in the game, having 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions at the quarterback position. Guillaume going 14 of 31 for 122 yards. Like I talked about before, Guillaume didn't have the best game statistically, but he did throw a lot of balls that could have been caught. Greg had another career high, another game high in receiving yards for them with 47.
Another touchdown to add to his
exactly
the one he got.
And a big win for Phoenix now, because if we look at the standings now in Division 4, 7 teams make the playoffs. Phoenix is sitting pretty at 4th at 5-2. We look at like the lower part of the standings. There's a lot to be decided, Jeff. The 10th place team is 1-7, as well as the 9th and the 8th place team have identical records at 1-7. The team in 7th, currently holding the last playoff spot, is 2-6.
Oh wow!
So that's
anything can happen.
Exactly, and it's Jama Club who are playing against Mimosa Crew this weekend. So we'll see what happens there. But a lot to be decided in D4.
Yeah, a great division in MFL. There's a lot of parity. Is that the word?
Good, yeah.
Nice.
You said it right. You said it right too.
So yeah, you don't know. I mean, anyone who's gonna make the playoff can actually wins it all. So yeah, I'm gonna look at the last week's with a lot of attention.
100%. Moving on.
Last game.
Yep.
I got Idaho Utah Pimps, which is the worst name in all MFL, by the way.
Well, it took Terry and I like 8 episodes to figure out, and it was Brian that told us. But they're cool guys. Actually, are cool guys.
They're actually really cool guys, and they were playing against Gold Rush that had a bunch of subs. So, I mean, I would love to talk about Gold Rush, but I don't have your names, guy. I just know that
Thomas is a snapper for Mustard Tigers, I think.
He's also the quarterback for Gold Rush. He threw 5 touchdowns, which is great, but he also threw 5 interceptions.
That's what you call Jameis Winston.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly Jameis Winston. I can't believe you still have those on.
I think I'm going to wear these to school. I think I'm going to wear them to school.
Don't do that with me. Like, for real, don't do that.
I'll see.
It's Dolphins. But I have to give a shout out to Brady, who's, I mean, your name is Brady, so you're the quarterback. I mean, you're a quarterback.
I'm not, don't start.
No, for real. His name is Brady. He balled out, 22 for 31, over 250 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks. But he got 2 picks back on defense. So basically, he only threw 1 pick.
I like that. That's good. I like that analogy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. And they also had a player
Even if Terry's not here, we're making some maths.
Yeah, we're doing math. When he says we need Terry to do math, I mean, that's the only thing he does right anyways.
No one needs Terry.
No, we love you, Terry. I miss you, buddy. Make sure you buy me some Dolphins in Florida. Kyle Daniels having 12 catches in that game for 82 yards. Did you ref this game?
Yeah, I ref this game. Idaho, who are pretty new to the flag. During the game, I think they had 3 guys who got injured. So I guess, I hope you guys are going to be good to go for next week. But Brady is the heart and soul of that team on offense and on defense. He's a pretty good safety, like a really really good safety. He flies east to west. He jumps on balls. He's pretty physical, I feel, for Division 4. I mean, you see those physical plays more in Division 2, Division 1.
Yeah.
But he's a great player, great football player. He understands the game. And I feel like Idaho are only going to get better because they have a good core of guys that wants to learn, wants to get better, and they can do some damages in the playoff. I don't know if they can make it.
No, they're saying pretty good job. I think they're
second. Yeah, so team to watch out. They're 6-2. So a team to watch in the playoffs, and I feel like they're the favorites with Bins or Bines or I don't know what the name is.
Terry and I have I don't know if you watched last week's show, but we have a friendly bet going on. I have Bin winning the championship, and he has the field. Do you know what the field means?
No.
Everybody but Bin. So in other words, if Bin I win the bet. If Bin don't win, he wins the bet.
Why did you get the? What do you win?
McDonald's trio.
What did you make that bet?
What?
I mean, why did you make that bet? It's not. I mean, it's Terry has the advantages.
No, he tried to do that mental math stuff with me, saying that they have less than a 50% chance. No, I trust Bin.
There's 6 teams that could win it all, and you put all your chips on the Bins.
How many teams are undefeated?
1.
That's all I need to know.
You don't think Idaho Utah-Pim can beat Bin?
They can, but now that I picked Bin, they're going to try it.
They only lost by 1 touchdown against them.
Close but no cigar. That's still a loss. All right, folks.
I agree with Terry on that one.
Well, you guys are both Cowboys fans. You can't expect much. Moving on, we will talk about Brossard. We are at time starts now. We got 45 seconds. Go. Okay, so Brossard. No. Yes, this
playoffs week in Brossard.
Playoff week and Halloween. Sunday. No, I'm just saying because on the day of Halloween, Sunday. That's actually pretty cool. Are you Josh going to bring us candy?
Are you going to bring candy?
I bought candy. Bro, I went to Winners the other day. There's Christmas stuff already out. I love it. But why I'm telling you this is because I bought candy. It was like Christmas candy. Like it had like Christmas tree on it and everything.
Isn't that the calendar with chocolate in there?
No, bro. I mean, I'm young, but I'm not that young, bro. I'm not a toddler, right?
What do you call that in English?
Cacto, something. Oh, in English, like I don't know, like a tree calendar.
Okay.
Chocolate thingy.
So yeah, Brossard, we just took 45 seconds talking about. So Brossard, we're done. No, I'm kidding. I want to talk about 28-3.
Okay.
They came in pretty hyped. They played against Buccaneers. They won that game. They were hoping for Cyclones to lose, and we won by 30 points. So there goes your dream of making the playoffs. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, tough. It was funny. I was reffing a game at the time that wasn't very close, and I looked over at your game, and it was cool. They were kind of booing and cheering every time. Well, booing every time you guys made a play, and
so every time.
Yeah, basically every time.
You made some plays, my guy.
Yeah, you did. Safe to say, everybody will be rooting against you guys in the playoffs. Speaking of those playoffs, we got 2 games coming up this Sunday at 9:30.
Are we making our picks?
Yes, make our picks. We'll make our picks for Montreal MFL and also Brossard MFL. We'll start here. I'll pick your game. You'll pick mine because we can't pick our own games. You guys are playing against Brendan Circuses, a team of Miami Dolphins fans, which is super cool. Really cool guys, cool jerseys. And I can't believe I'm doing this to them, but I'm going to pick Cyclones to win this game.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am. And I'm not just doing it. I think it's going to be a close game. I think that the experience you guys have on both sides of the ball will help. The three of you guys, Jason, Marv, you. I don't know why you're laughing. Plus Steve at the quarterback position.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were going to stop at that.
Steve at the quarterback position. You got Barbara and Kayla, who's like really underrated.
Listen, we have to talk about Kayla. I'm going to take 45 seconds.
Yeah, I think
Kayla.
Good thing your wife's not here right now, eh?
What are you talking about?
Okay, just continue. Never mind.
Kayla is a baller, like a baller on defense, on offense. She is the third option on that team. Like, believe it or not, she's a better option than Jason.
So it goes Jason, Marvin, and her?
No, it goes me, Marvin, and Kayla.
Okay, fair.
Like, I'm serious.
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair. I believe you. I'd maybe take her over Marv, too.
It's a debate.
I mean, Marv drops balls sometimes. I've never seen her drop a ball.
It's a debate or an argument?
No, it's a debate. You can debate it.
You can debate it.
Yeah.
You're right.
But no, all kidding aside, with the first time I played against her with tier at court with Invaders. You know right off the bat when someone knows flag or not. You just know she knows the game.
Yeah. But yeah, just to go back to that pick, we played twice against Brandon Circuses this season. First game we won 25-12. Second game we lost 31-25. So both games going down to one possession games. It will be pretty close and a good game to watch.
I'm gonna pick you guys to win the game 26-25.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like. I'm telling
Overtime
you.
or not?
No overtime.
Okay.
I think you guys will score TD and then get the convert with like a minute left, and your defense will stop them. I was really hesitant picking this game, but I'm going Cyclones.
Invaders, Jackrabbits.
Yeah.
Listen, my
Before you make your pick, we can talk about the previous times we played them. We played them obviously this season more than once. We played them first time we lost 19-15. Time after that we lost 27-14.
it's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, I wasn't there for either of the two, and Terry was not there for that last game, so I cannot really say what happened specifically in those ones.
Oh wow!
But like you talked about, close games.
So Invaders missing their two worst players. I don't think if it's really a...
So that's even more reason to pick them to win, right?
No, for real. Kidding aside, I'm gonna go with Invaders.
Really?
You know why? Because Terry's gonna do what Terry does, and he's gonna chew the clock. He's not gonna give Nick the opportunity to score points. And if it's a low scoring game, then you guys are winning 14-7.
Wow, is that good defense or bad offense?
That's Terry chewing the clock.
Okay, that's a very good politically correct answer. I like it, and it's probably the truth.
For real, I feel like you guys are going to have 4 drivers on offense, and Jackrabbits are going to have 3 on offense. Maybe 4.
Yeah. I like
Maybe
it.
4.
That would mean we play each other in the finals, which would be definitely be exciting. Game is at 11 o'clock. Yeah, come out, watch. We don't know what's going to happen. We obviously don't know who's going to be winning those games. So the championship game will be at 11 o'clock for those wondering. This game will be in Brossard. We're not moving the location of this game. However, we're moving some MFL games. First time ever, we've done picks for Brossard before Montreal picks. Like the first time
ever we've been talking about Brossard
for over 2 minutes.
What do you mean over 2 minutes? We've been talking about Brossard for like 5 minutes.
Saturday MFL, let's go, Jeff. Division 1, we're going to make our picks here live on the show. We'll have a cool little addition here, having Jeff's picks beside ours. We don't have the updated picks. I think Kevin is still in the lead. We'll have to check that out. But hopefully he's not in the lead for too much longer. All right, Jeff, first up, I was going to write the picks down. Forget it. We don't need the picks. We don't need to write it down. Yeah? Okay.
Why not?
You pick your, I can't pick my own game. Henchman, Bitter Boys, 9:30. It doesn't have to be, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a whole thing. Give me like a one line, or you don't have to give me a line.
Okay.
I can't pick.
I think I'm going to go Bitter Boys.
Really?
I'm going to go Bitter Boys because the game is going to be played at Rosemont. And I think that a lot of guys from Bitter Boys come from the north side of the Montreal, so it's kind of their hood.
So the trees will be rooting for them.
No, but I mean,
the grass will say, "Go team, give me a B."
Can I talk? Don't do a cherry on me right now. Can I talk?
Yeah, sorry.
They're gonna feel like it's gonna feel like home, and henchmen are probably gonna have like 2 guys not showing up, like you, because you don't know where the field is. And,
yeah, that's fair.
And it's on 9:30, so yeah, I feel like Bitter Boys are gonna come out with that win. Have you guys played before? First time.
We haven't played yet. No.
Yeah, Bitter Boys. Being you guys.
Fair. I'm sure.
Those are good arguments. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not just.
I'm sure the Squirrels will be there cheering for in that Rosemont area. Cheering on whatever it is that they eat and cheering for Bitter Boys and their fan. But no, Bitter Boys are a good team. We talked about. They're much better than the record says. But I'm not going to say I wouldn't be surprised if they beat us as a one team. But no, I think it'll be a good game. Next up, Centurions, Outlaws. Game you cannot pick. Hopefully Centurions have their quarterback back just because the chemistry he has with those receivers. Obviously a really good quarterback. I think Outlaws are going to win this game. I think right now they're the number 1 in the power rankings, and I think that you guys are going to come up victorious in this one. Next up, we got a game we could both pick. Honor Game, Bitter Boys. You go first.
Are they playing?
Wait, Honor Game, Bitter Boys are playing again? Bro, I just did like the double take.
No, they are for real.
No way.
You know what we're gonna do?
Oh
we're not
my
gonna pick
gosh.
a winner. We're gonna go over under. How many flags? How many unsportsmanlike leg conduct in that game?
18 and a half.
No, for real. Like,
Okay, 16 and a half.
No, for real. Like
10 and a half?
For real?
Okay, wait. Players being thrown under unsportsmanlike conduct?
No, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, all kidding aside, I would say, if I'm being honest, I would say 7 and a half.
I would take the over on that.
I would take the over because they played the week before. And I think it's going to be even more intense.
Like,
Bro, I can't believe I didn't even realize they were playing against each other. Oh man, I'm looking forward to that game.
and I think that
I think I'm playing at that time. I'm just going to skip my game to watch that one.
Bitter Boys are going to come out with the win. Revenge season. They're going to come off a big win against Henchmen. They're going to be on a roll. Can't believe I picked Bitter Boys twice. That shows that I love you guys. Like, for real.
I'm going to pick Bitter Boys as well.
Wow.
My logic is simply, it's a little like chickening out here, saying it's tough to beat a team twice.
And they're also at home.
Oh, Honor Game, they're bottom. Bitter Boys are bottom.
I mean, like,
The Squirrels, you're right. I forgot. Okay, never mind. Bitter Boys are going to win this game with ease. I completely forgot about that. They're going to have everybody at the game cheering for them. Their squirrels and all the ants watching the game. But no, I think that I'm going to go Bitter Boys because I think it's tough to beat a team twice. And I look forward. I hope it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think it'll be as high-scoring, but I look for Buddy Guillaume to have another 3 touchdowns in this one. You know what, bro? I'm not writing this down. It's taking too long. All right.
No, write them down.
Write them down for real?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. I lost the next game. But you have the thing, too.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know what you're looking
Okay,
for.
next up.
Okay, then we have Gros Coq, Holy Trollers.
Wait, what game did we just pick?
Okay.
Give me Holy Trollers.
Why?
They're the better team, coming off a big win against us, and I just think that they're better on both sides of the ball.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Gros Coq.
Are you actually, or just because I said Trollers?
No, I'm actually gonna go with Gros Coq. I feel like it's underdog season for me, but I actually have a reason behind that. Gros Coq are too good of a team not to win a big game this season.
That's fair.
They lost against Outlaws twice. They lost against Bitter Boys, a game that they should have won.
Yeah, good.
Won easily. They lost against you guys by 3 points. They have to win a big game this season, and it's that game. And they're also all from the northeast side of the city, so it's their hood too.
Oh, got you. Okay, I was a little slow on that one. So they're going to have all the birds flying in and
Exactly.
cheering for them. Awesome. Next up, we got Outlaws against Honor Game. I think Outlaws win this one. Not sure how close this game will be. Although I do think Dave plays well against Steve, just because it's playing Steve is a game you always want to win.
It's going to be a lot closer than what people think.
I agree. However, I do think the Outlaws are going to come up on top in this one, victorious. Give me Outlaws by 2 possessions.
That's fair.
Let's see for you.
Don't look at I have the games with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but
just write them down.
Okay. No, but wait, I need the computer. Sorry, bro. You gotta write down because technically I'm the host. I'm taking Terry's spot today. You get to write them down.
Yeah.
Is your rating good? Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. So you just picked Outlaws.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
I feel like we missed a game.
Yeah, we probably did. It's all good.
Okay, let's go back.
Next up.
You don't want to go back?
But wait,
take a second.
It was the that was the game I couldn't pick. Wait, you got Bitter Boys, Go Cock, and that was your game, Outlaws. There's 41 games, no? 1, 2, no, there's 5. We did miss one. Henchman, Bitter Boys.
I picked Bitter Boys.
Centurions, Outlaws.
You didn't pick this one, so you're picking.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Outlaws.
Good call. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we're good. Back to Division 2.
Okay.
That only took a second.
Division 2. D Nasty against Les Talents. D Nasty hasn't given me a reason to pick them, and for that reason, and because Les Talents are a good team and they have good players, I'm going Les Talents.
I will go Les Talents for 2 words. For fun.
You were going to say that. Speaking of Phil Ferrand, next game we got Iron Wolves against Phil Ferrand-led Les Talents. Game I could not pick.
I will go with Les Talents, and I gonna predict that Phil Ferrand is gonna make you look like a fool.
Okay. All right, in our Phil, please try not to. We're good guys. We seem to be on good terms. Next game, we got OG Panthers, Joey's Haters. Damn, this is a tough game. It's we got a good defense in OG Panthers, a good offense in Joey's Haters. I'd say an offense that's getting better in the OG Panthers. However, I'm gonna have to go Joey's Haters in this one. Losing last week to Outlaws, I think they bounce back and win this game. So give me Outlaws. It's not Outlaws. Give me Joey's Haters to beat OG Panthers, and give me OG Panthers to lose again against KOLB.
Wow, so 2-L for OG.
I think these are tough matchups. I'm not just doing it really to kind of kind of pull out your leg type of thing. That's an English expression in case you didn't know. But I think that you guys have two tough matchups, and unfortunately,
you want us to do the rest of the podcast in French? See your French.
I'd be down to try Arab.
I feel like you're better in Arab than in French.
Maybe I'm fluent in every language. All right. The next up, we have KOLB against Iron Wolves. So after they beat you, will they beat us?
Yes, because they're after a big loss. They're gonna try to bounce back. So they're gonna bounce back against Iron Wolves.
That's well said. I gotta give you that's a good one, Jeff. Game after that, a really good game. Vultures against Red Zone. Oh wow,
that's tough.
I'm gonna go Red Zone. I know Vultures need this game. Red Zone are battling for that number 1 spot. Red Zone, they haven't shown areas of the one game they lost this year. They lost by 7 points. I think it's going to be interesting to see. Is Red Zone? It's
you know what's crazy about Red Zone? They've been scoring 30 points or more all their games. That's crazy.
Wow, that is
40,
crazy.
34, 46, 46. 42, 31, 39.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Good
yeah,
call.
I was going to pick Vultures, but no, I have to go with Red Zone.
And I believe Carlos is the rusher for Red Zone.
I got to go with my guy.
No, but is Carlos the rusher? Or does he play defense?
I don't know.
Either way, it's going to be interesting to see who's rushing that game against Ben. Obviously, that's something you got to watch out for when you're playing against them.
I mean, when you play against Ben, I feel like it's not only the rusher. I feel like you have to have really good defense and
100%.
really good short guys.
You're right, because if he buys time, he's going to find a receiver open, and they got good receivers.
Yeah, and I got to go with Red Zone.
Good stuff. All right, Division
3.
I like it. We got Mustard Tigers against Thunder Buddies. That game is at 8 o'clock, a game we will not pick. I think it'll be a good game. Next up, we got Jagerbomb against Thunder Buddies, another game we cannot pick. That should be a good one as well. 2 tough games for us. It'd be good if we went 2-0.
And Thunder Buddies, Terry and me going against our teammates at
Jagerbomb.
Yeah.
Good call. Against
OG
your boys.
Panthers.
That's
our teammates that are playing with OG Panthers that are playing
Yeah.
with Jagerbombs.
Ça va être le bol québécoise.
Le bol québécois.
Oh, that's females.
C'est un bol.
Yeah, but
Unless you want to say la coupe québécoise.
French is so weird. All right, next up, we got Les Petits Fuck against Les Panaches. Speaking of French, I'm going to go with Les Panaches in this one by a lot.
Who was it?
Les Panaches against Petit Fuck, quarterback by potentially Charlie.
If Charlie's the quarterback, I'm going to go with Petit Fuck. If not, I'm going to go with Panache.
I like it. Good analysis. We got Raw Sauce against Mustard Tigers. Give me Raw Sauce to win this one. Mustard Tigers with an impressive win last week against Iron Wolves D3. I picked Iron Wolves to win the game. They did not win that game. It wasn't even close. But I think Raw Sauce will end up winning this game by a matter of converse. Give me Raw Sauce winning this game by 3 over Mustard Tigers.
I got Mustard Tigers.
As well? Oh, you got Mustard Tigers. You got a lot of different picks. Okay, I like it. Next up, we got your buddy Shaq from Blackout.
I got to go with my buddy Shaq.
Against Thunder Buddies.
Oh, for real?
No, I was teasing you to see what you say. No, against...
I know we're playing them, but I think it's the last season.
Yeah, exactly.
Last
game.
Yeah.
Against Iron Wolves D3. Blackout Iron Wolves D3.
Oh, damn. Marvin's going to have a lot on his plate. But I'm still going to go with Blackout.
Yeah, me
they
too.
have too much of a ballers to... they're going to double team Marvin, and it's, that's about it for Iron Wolves.
I agree with you, but then it's at that point it's time for a guy like Brian to step it up, for Iggy to step it up.
And they can step it up, and also Mesa, who's a Cowboys fan.
Yes,
too.
he's a Cowboys fan too.
He is a Cowboys fan too. So,
about
it's not gonna be a blowout like all the Blackout game, but I'm still gonna go with them.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Next up, we got the Flamboyant Flamingos against the Chiefs.
Are you going with Blackout?
Yeah, I'm going blackout. Blackout against Iron Wolves. So I'm waiting for Flamingo Chiefs. Give me, oh my, bro, this is like, and this is like picking my mom or my dad. And this is fun. I'm going Flamingos and the Chiefs. No, but like seriously, what are the chances they're playing against each other? I love both teams. Putting strictly my political hat on, not having a bias each way. Who do I think is going to win this game? Give me.
Okay, it's too long.
Flamingos. Give me the Flamingos.
I'm picking the Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah, Chiefs just lost a big game with a great second half. They're going to carry it on this week and get that dub.
I'm going with Flamboyant Flamingos, and if I could pick a tie, I would. Next up, we got the Flamboyant Flamingos against Iron Wolves. Give me Iron Wolves here. I don't think Iron Wolves are going 0-2.
I agree with that. I don't think. I mean, Flamboyant Flamingos are really good short defense, but they're not gonna have an answer for Marvin. So Iron Wolves, I agree with that.
We'll have to see there. That should be good. Definitely a game that both teams need. Moving on, Division 4 now. We got Manitoba Boys against Phoenix. Two teams doing well. We look at the standings now. Just pulling them up. We got Manitoba Boys sitting at 5-2. Phoenix sitting at 5-2. Identical records. Team getting the tiebreak. Give me Manitoba Boys to win this one, and for Kevin to go home upset.
I agree with that. Whenever Kevin can go home upset, I'm gonna side on.
We root for that.
I'm gonna side with that. Yeah, exactly.
We love Kevin. That's why we say stuff like that. Next up, we got Drama Club against Mimosa Crew. Huge game. Mimosa Crew wins this one. They sit at 2-7. Drama Club loses. They go to 2-7. And right now, like we talked about, Drama Club is in that last playoff spot. Big game for both these teams. I like the experience of Drama Club with the duo of Nico Potvin and Simon on the team. I know Nico's quarterback, but give me the experience, and I like Drama Club to win this one.
Gotta agree with you on that one too. Drama Club, yeah.
Next up, we got Phoenix against Bin. I'm camping against Bin, a team that I got winning the championship. So if I'm correct, that means Phoenix will go 0-2 after that interview with Nick Hussein. Who do you got in that one?
Nick Hussein is gonna have the worst game of his career, which is probably 6 drops.
Yeah. So an average day at the park for him.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ben too. I mean, they're 8-0 and they're playing against a pretty good Phoenix team, but I feel like they're too strong for Division 4.
I actually think that game will be closer than people think, though, and I know I say it often, but I do.
I think it's gonna be a blowout. They're winning by 3 touchdowns.
Heard it here first. Next up, we got our final game of the day: Spin Doctors, Airborne. Ooh. I feel like I want to pick Airborne in the upset, and I won't because I think sure I really want to. But Airborne gained his first win. I think that's like a big win for them. It's like the Super Bowl. But if they're able to win this game, they improve to 2-7, like we talked about. That'll be a big win for them. Although I'm gonna pick Raph and Rob Boyd to come up victorious.
Yeah, I agree with that. Raph is he's getting old. He was a Division 1 quarterback back in the days. So yeah, I gotta pick the experience there.
I like it, and wow, we just recap preview games. I will not let you off the hook. Bold predictions. I know you didn't do one when Terry was here. It's something that I love doing, and I'm gonna let you go first because I'm thinking of mine right now.
I'm also thinking of mine right now.
Okay. In the meantime, we could talk about
We talked about Brossard already.
the fact that it's 10:49 and I'm really hungry. And okay, I got one.
Go ahead.
Actually, I don't. I just said that to stop wasting time.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a bold prediction. I have one.
Okay.
Nick Hussein,
Yeah.
and that's pretty bold, is gonna have a better game than what he had last week. That was half his stats.
Yeah, that's good.
He's gonna have a better game than what he had
That's a
last
pretty
week.
respect. That actually is a good one. A better game than the game after you got interviewed.
Yeah, where he said he was a mini Marvin.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
What was his stats? Can you get them?
He had. Yeah, let me check them right now.
Okay, think about your pick. I'm gonna go. It's Division 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, think about your pick.
I got one. I'm going to go game between Blackout and Iron Wolves D3 combined for over 100 points.
Okay, I didn't listen to you. Say that again.
No, it's fine. I don't even think I realized what I said either. Iron Wolves D3
Yeah.
against Blackout.
Okay.
Both teams will combine for 100 points, so Blackout will win 90-11. No. I think both teams will. I think that... Is that bold, though? Bruh. I say they're gonna combine to get over 100 points.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the
I'll say
what's the average on offense for both of their teams?
I did pick Blackout to win, so I think
Blackout are averaging 25, and Iron Wolves are averaging. Yeah, that's pretty bold.
yeah.
That's a, like,
Bro, I mean, from
Iron Wolves are averaging 24, so yeah, that's
listen, yeah.
doubling their average. Yeah, I can say with that.
I'm gonna say 58-43, Blackout in the victory. If ever you see it's a low-scoring game and you're reffing that game, don't be afraid to call a lot of pass interference penalties or a lot of
I don't ref
missed handguards.
I don't ref Division 4 games. I'm kidding. I just ref Blackout Division 3 games.
It's true, you ref did 4 games, eh? Jeff, it was
Wait, I'm not done. I want to talk about Nick.
oh, Crusade.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So his stat line was 8 catches
Yeah.
for 94 yards, I believe. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 catches for 94 yards, 1 touchdown. He's going to get more than 8 catches. He's going to get more than 8 catches. He's going to hit 100 yards, and he's going to get at least 2 touchdowns. Or 1 touchdown and a convert. Either 1 or 2.
I say there's a better chance we see flying rhinoceroses at the field than that happening.
Okay. That's fair.
Good job. Great show.
Thank you.
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like we talked about, we will not be at La Bear this Saturday. We're going to be at the French part that you mentioned. Henchman boys, don't forget, the warning is right now. I probably forget to mention you. Right to you guys in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed.
That's a great captain.
Maybe you got to do what you got to do. I got to be the youngest captain in MFL history, just saying.
Yeah, because you also look like the youngest captain in MFL history.
Hey, baby.
Also, Terry, we're probably doing the show together next week because people are going to love me more than they love Will. So, see you next week, guys.
Who's Terry? I already forgot about him.
Yeah.
That's it, boy. My bad. Oh. All right. Okay. So, just so you know, I do the closing here at MFL Total Access. Thank you for listening to the show. Yes, Terry. Hope you're enjoying time in Florida. Like we said, bring us come up to 10.
Bring us a Tom Brady.
That's it for the show, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Different field this week. Make sure you see Jackie Say. Great show. The guy did it in English, Dutch first language. Good stuff. I can't wait to eat. See you guys later. Bye-bye.